Hi Erica, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. My name's Sarah. I am your occupational therapist for today. So what we're going to be doing is going over this assessment. It's called the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure, or COPM. So basically what it is we identify different areas of your life, like different activities that you do throughout your typical day. So there's three sections. There's self-care, productivity, and leisure. So first we'll go through and just identify what areas or activities you do in each of those sections, and then we'll go back through and rate how important those activities are. And then afterwards, we'll pick like 3 to 5 different sections or different activities that you might want to like see improvement on or work on throughout your daily life to just get maybe more independence with them. And then we'll rate the performance and satisfaction for those. Do you have any questions or anything before we get started?
No, it sounds good.
Okay, sounds great. So like I said, the first part is self-care. So the first section is basically just personal care. So like dressing, bathing, feeding, and hygiene. So what is your typical routine for those types of personal care things throughout your day?
Well, I get up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, normally work out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I shower.
All right.
Like 4 times a week when needed.
And then you would say you're independent with all of these areas. You're able to do them by
Yes.
yourself. Okay, sounds good. No assistance with those. So then the next one is functional mobility. So this is like maybe transferring in and out of bed or driving yourself or going from like an indoor to an outdoor environment. So are you like fairly independent with all of those activities or any difficulties at all?
No, I am independent.
Okay,
I can
sounds good.
move myself.
Alrighty. Okay, and then the last section for self-care is community management. So this is transportation, so like driving yourself to and from somewhere, shopping, like grocery shopping or whatever it may be, and then managing your own finances. So how is your functioning in all of those areas?
Pretty good. I have a car that I use to drive to and from work.
Okay.
I mean, school, not work. And yeah, I'm able to walk. I go shopping, grocery shopping when I need to.
Alrighty.
So, yeah.
Sounds good. So yeah, pretty good functioning in all of those areas. Perfect. All right, so now we can move on to productivity. So this first section is just going over like your paid or unpaid work. So this could be any jobs you might have at the moment or volunteering you might be doing.
I don't work currently, but I go to clinical
Okay.
to learn. I guess technically I work there, kind of.
Okay.
Do work.
And
but
what is that? That's for your school?
Yes.
Okay, and what school are you in?
I'm in nursing school.
Okay, so clinical for nursing school. And how do you like that so far?
It's good. We're
Good.
almost done, so I'm
Awesome.
excited.
That's good. So no working, you have your clinical, and then do you do any volunteering outside of school or with your school?
No, I do not. Not currently.
That's okay. Is that something or you might want to like get into in the future, or something that's not hugely important for you?
I would love to volunteer in
Okay.
the next coming years.
Okay.
When I have my life together.
Got it. Sounds good. Okay, so the next part is household management. So this just has to do with like cleaning, cooking, like doing dishes, laundry, stuff like that. How is all those areas for you?
Good. I do a lot of the cleaning around the house, and I do my old laundry.
Okay. Great. So all of those areas are pretty good for functioning.
Cooking, I'm in need of 2 new recipes, but
Yeah.
I do cook for myself.
Okay, so that's something you like to do?
Yes.
All right. Okay, and then the next section has to do kind of focused more towards school, so like with homework and any other school tasks you might do. How are all of those areas for you?
They're good.
Okay.
I'm sort of a procrastinator about some things, but
Okay.
I get them, especially writing.
Yeah, so like a
papers.
paper or something
Yeah.
like that. So you like would rather study for a test than have to like write a paper maybe?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so then we'll move on to the last section. So this is leisure. So the first section is called quiet recreation. So this could be any hobbies, crafts, or like reading that you might like to do in your spare time.
I like to read, especially outside.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I don't have any hobbies currently.
Okay.
I would like to get into hobbies.
Yeah, that's something you would maybe want to like focus on in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you had any in the past that you've like enjoyed doing at all?
I like to go on bike rides, but I don't know if that's a quiet activity.
It could be. All right, awesome. Okay, so next is active recreations. This could be any sports that you enjoy doing or traveling or maybe stuff more outside.
I do like to travel, and when I get a job, I would like to travel more because I'll have funds to do such of those things. I don't like playing sports because I'm not very good, and I'm competitive / embarrassed. But
is that something that you like don't see as much importance with for other things? Or, okay.
Some of my friends want to play beach volleyball or volleyball in general, and I'm just not interested.
Okay. Got it. So like you said, bike riding, like more of that type of like maybe like a solo activity or something you could do that's not as competitive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like working out, but alone.
Got it. Sounds good. Okay, and then the last section for leisure is socialization. So this is maybe like visiting with friends or talking on the phone, going to like social events or parties. Mm-hmm. How are all those activities for you?
I really hate talking on the phone, especially to people I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of anxiety.
Okay.
I like hanging out with the same people.
Mm-hmm. Like your like core group of friends kind of thing. Okay.
And knowing about their lives and interacting with them.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time opening up to new people.
Okay. So, like, larger social events, how, like, you'd prefer maybe, like, more intimate, like, with closer friends?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, sounds good. So now that we went through and identified all these areas, we'll just go back through and then rate how important these activities are to you. So on a scale from 1 to 10, so 10 would mean something that's super important to you and you like really want to continue doing that, and then a 1 would be something that you don't see like really any importance or like meaning for you in your life.
Okay.
So first we'll go through some of the personal care things. So brushing your teeth and getting dressed. So how are those things like that are important for you that you can do independently?
10.
10.
Make sure I would like to keep being able to do those things.
Sounds good. So then for functional mobility, for your independence and like transferring yourself like to like in and out of bed or in and out of a chair,
I would say the same thing.
10. All right.
As well.
Sounds good. And then community management. So like driving yourself to and from your school, grocery shopping for yourself.
9 or 10.
9 or 10. Okay. And then managing your own finances. What would you rate that?
Well, currently I'm pretty broke, so in the future I'd like to be very big priority.
Okay.
10.
Okay. So, but right now it still is a 10 for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right, so then productivity. So for your paid and unpaid work, so you said you don't have a job currently, but you go to your clinical and you don't currently have any volunteering opportunities that you do, but how important would those things be for you?
School is all I'm doing right now, so that's very important. Like a 9.
A 9, okay.
Volunteering in the future, I would say I'd put that at like a 5.
Okay. And then what about like for future paid work?
10, because I need to have money to do
that makes sense. Okay, household management. So how important is it to you to be able to do your own cleaning and laundry and cooking for yourself?
Like a 9.
Okay.
Important.
For all of those activities? Yeah. Okay. And then we kind of talked about school already, so like a 9 you said for those.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so next is leisure. So your quiet recreation hobbies. So you said you enjoy reading. You don't really currently have any specific hobbies, but you like riding bikes. So how important would you say like reading is?
Like a 6.
Okay. And then what about bike riding?
Like a 4 or 5.
Okay.
Can do without it, but it's fun.
Okay. And then for active recreation, so you said you enjoy traveling.
Mhm.
How important would you rate that?
Probably like a 7.
Okay. And then what else do we have in here? Okay, so then socialization. So how important is it to you to keep like your closer knit like
Friends?
friendships?
Probably like a 9.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so I think we went through and identified all of the areas for importance. So just before we go on to the next part, I just want to just reiterate that this is just for a school assignment and there will be like no further intervention or anything, just so you're aware.
Okay.
So everyone is on the same page. Okay, so for the next section, we're going to identify like 3 to 5 specific areas that you might want to see improvements on or focus more on in your daily routine. So are there any specific areas that you can think of right away that you might want to see improvements in?
Well, I would like to be less anxious about talking to new people
Okay,
or getting to know new people.
got it. So it goes along with like the socialization aspect. Okay, sounds good. Any other areas that you want to focus on?
Well, I don't have a job, so it's going to be very important for me to get a job.
Okay, so focusing on that like
Yeah.
once school is over.
Yes.
So job search. And then anything else you can think of that we went through?
Finding a hobby. I feel
Okay.
like that would be a big...
Something that might be like fulfilling or meaningful.
Yes.
Like you said, you like riding bikes, but I'm sure there's lots of other things you could get involved with.
Start into the puzzle game.
Yeah, that's a good one. Perfect. Okay, so anything else or do those sound good?
Those sound pretty good.
Okay. So now we're going to go through each of those 3 and we'll rate the performance. So same thing again, rating on a scale from 1 to 10. So this is like how you are currently with these specific problem areas. So 10 would be you think you're performing really well, and then 1 would be not performing well.
Okay.
So the first one, having less anxiety when you're meeting or talking to new people, how would you rate your performance with that as of now?
Like a 4.
Okay. And then, so finding a job, how would you rate your performance with that right now?
Like a 1.
Okay, yeah, makes sense, yeah. And then working on finding a new hobby or something to
Like a 2.
do with your time.
I'm
Okay.
thinking about it in my head.
Yeah, but haven't acted on it yet.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. So then the next part is rating your satisfaction. So again, how you are with this activity currently, rating it from 10 to 1. So 10 being you're really satisfied with how your performance is. 1 would be you're not satisfied with how you currently are with it. So the first one, anxiety with talking to new people or meeting new people.
Like a 5.
Okay. And then looking for a job currently, your satisfaction with that.
Like a 2.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah, that is a stressful time
Yeah.
period. And then your satisfaction with your hobbies as of now.
Probably just like a 4.
Okay.
It's-
Sounds good. Okay, well, yeah, it definitely looks like we have some areas that you definitely would be able to work on and improve your functioning with in the future. So that's
Cool.
good. But yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have for the COPM. So thanks for sitting down with me and going through all of these areas with me. And I look forward to working with you in the future. Do you have any other questions before we're finished?
Nope. You did
All
a very
right.
good job. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.